What is the rapture? Is the second coming secret? Will Jesus come as a thief in the night? Raptured or left behind? 7 years of tribulation. Are the elect raptured before the tribulation? How old is the rapture theory? The rapture, pre-tribulation and last day events. Jesus promised that he would return to earth to take his people to be with him. He said, "Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also." John 14 verses 1-3. Did Jesus mean that he would return secretly and rapture his people from earth, leaving behind those who are lost to wonder where their raptured friends and relatives have gone? This is the belief of those who hold to the idea of the rapture. In these verses, Jesus doesn't say how he will return secretly or otherwise. But other Bible texts make it plain what will happen when Jesus returns. Is the rapture biblical? After his resurrection, Jesus returned to heaven, and the disciples watched as he rose into the sky. The Bible says, while they, the disciples, watched, Jesus, was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men, angels, stood by them in white apparel, who also said, "Men of Galilee, why do you stand gazing up into heaven? This same Jesus, who was taken up from you into heaven, will so come in like manner as you saw him go into heaven." Acts 1 verses 9-11. Is Jesus' second coming secret? Another Bible text makes it even more clear that Jesus will not return secretly. Behold, Jesus, is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him, even they who pierced him. Revelation 1 verse 7. This text says that when Jesus comes, every eye, everyone on earth will see him come. That doesn't sound like he's coming secretly. Matthew says that Jesus' coming will be as visible as the lightning that flashes from one end of the sky to the other. The Bible says, "The day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. Both the earth and the works that are in it will be burned up." 2 Peter 3 verse 10, NKJV. See also 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 2. But does this mean that he will come secretly and snatch away the saved, leaving the wicked behind? No. This very text that says Jesus will come like a thief in the night also says that the heavens will pass away with a great noise. That won't be secret. So what does it mean for Jesus to come like a thief in the night? The Apostle Paul says, "But you, brethren, are not in darkness, so that this day should overtake you as a thief. You are all sons of light and sons of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep, as others do, but let us watch and be sober." 1 Thessalonians 5 verses 4-6. Jesus' coming will be unexpected by those who are not watching and waiting for him. It will come upon them like a thief in the night. But his people who are not of the night nor of darkness will be looking for him. They will be aware of the signs of his coming and will know that it is near. Jesus' coming will not overtake them like the unexpected appearance of a thief. That's what the Bible means by saying that Jesus' coming will be like a thief in the night. It will be unexpected to those who are not watching for him. The day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night. Both 2 Peter 3 verse 10 and 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 2 do not speak about the Lord coming as a thief in the night, but rather the day of the Lord coming as a thief. This completely changes the meaning of the verse. In fact, the subject of the sentence is day, while the phrase modifying the subject is of the Lord. Christians are to watch and be ready for the day of the Lord to come suddenly, but once the event is at hand it cannot be hidden. It will be very obvious when Jesus comes again. Raptured or left behind? But doesn't Matthew 24 verses 37-42 say that when Jesus comes, some people will be snatched away and others will be left behind? Let's see what Matthew says. "But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. Then 2 men will be in the field. One will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. Matthew 24 verses 37 to 42. Matthew says that when Jesus comes it will be like it was in the time of Noah. Some people will be saved, left, and other people will be destroyed, taken. Looking more in depth at Matthew's wording, those who are taken when Jesus comes are those who are lost, taken away, and destroyed by the brightness of his coming. See 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 8. You can think of it like this: imagine a flood swept through your town. Those who escaped were left behind by the waters of the flood, while those who lost their lives were taken away by the water. Additionally, in the parallel passage of Luke 17 verse 37, Jesus' 12 apostles asked the question, "Where, Lord?" referring to those who are taken. Jesus responds by saying, "Where there's a dead body, there the vultures will gather." Thus Jesus again explains that those who are taken will be destroyed, as is symbolized by the gathering of vultures seeking to consume the dead. Therefore, we can see that the Bible does not support the idea of the secret rapture for the saved. 7-year tribulation. First, there is no biblical evidence for a 7-year period of tribulation following Jesus' return to earth. And the Bible is clear that when Jesus returns, every person's eternal fate has been decided. Individuals who are lost will not have a second chance to be saved. Jesus says, "Behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me, to give to everyone according to his work." Revelation 22 verse 12. The Bible presents Jesus' second coming as the great climactic event of the ages, when men and women are either saved or lost for eternity. There is no 7-year period to reconsider our lives and change our destiny. Are the elect raptured before the tribulation? One must question, if the elect, or God's people, are raptured before the Great Tribulation, why would they need the days shortened? Actually, all throughout the Bible, we are given examples of God's people being saved in the middle of tribulations, not being saved before it. When the Israelites were captive in Egypt, God preserved them in the midst of the plagues that devastated Egypt. Just as Israel was delivered from Egyptian bondage after the plagues, so God's church will be protected through the plagues and be delivered from the hand of the oppressor. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 11, Psalm 91, Psalm 46. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego entered the flames when they refused to yield to the universal death decree of Babylon's king. Their death-defying faith forced them to face the flames of tribulation, and in those flames God miraculously delivered them. Daniel 3 verses 16 to 28. Daniel's decision to be faithful in his daily prayers caused him to be tossed into the lion's den. God saved Daniel while he was going through tribulation, not before it came. Daniel 6. The rapture, pre-tribulation, and last-day events. The notion that the tribulation will occur after Christ comes for the church is glaringly inconsistent with 2 Thessalonians 2 verses 1 to 3, which makes it plain that the Antichrist is revealed before Jesus comes and is destroyed by the brightness of his coming. 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 8. Bible verses about the rapture. John 14 verses 1 to 3. Acts 1 verses 9 to 11. Revelation 1 verse 7. Matthew 24 verse 27. Matthew 24 verses 37 to 42. Luke 17 verses 35 to 37. 1 Thessalonians 4 verses 16 to 17. Revelation 6 verses 14 to 17.